Hi there and welcome back to another Trash Tuesday. This is where I get all my packaging and leftover bits and make them into some usable pieces. So I've just grabbed I think 6 or 7 off my pile, and we'll make a start. I have cut because I was thinking, oh cracky, I don't think I've got anything that's, you know, that tall, but then I've just cut this owl out, which will be beautiful. So we'll start on this one. I think I'll cover the back first with this. This is just scrapbooking paper. So I hope everybody is okay. If you're new, then I can't remember if I've said my name, but I'm Tania and I'm from Tatty Treasures, and all my links you will find in the description box. We have a Facebook group now, and we've been running a few challenges. I've been thinking, I don't know if to do one November, December, because I don't know how busy people will be. So yeah, I'll probably ask the group if they're still wanting challenges through November, December. Anyway, so we've been doing some challenges, been sharing photos and videos on there, which has been lovely. So if you're not a member and you'd like to be, then like I say, the link's down below. Oh, I've put that on upside down. Oh dear me. Well, forgive me, it is the first one. It is the first one of the day, so that's better. What else? I do have a Patreon if you'd like to become a member of that, and it's got different tiers with different benefits on, and one of those benefits is some exclusive digitals from Nanine at College Type. And I'm also on Instagram, and I think my email address is down there and all the rest of it. So that's me, and if you are a returning subscriber, then I'm still Tania from Tatty Treasures. Somebody did say to me, you know, when you said if you're new, my name's Tania, and she said, well, what if I'm not new? Is your name still Tania? Which really made me giggle. So yeah, I thought I'd just add that one. Yeah, I'm still Tania and I'm from Tatty Treasures, and I guess you already know where to find me. And yeah, thank you for coming back. It's always nice to see you. Don't forget to leave me a little bit of chat in the comments. Just thinking about just putting a little bit of washi tape across there, but I don't know if it will just look odd. I think that'd be nice. Let's rip this, and we'll ink this bottom bit. So if you are part of the Facebook group and you have been doing the challenges, whether you've been, you know, it doesn't matter if you're not sharing the photos. I know not everybody wants to do that. You may have been following along, you know, just on your own. Let me know what you think about, should I continue them November, December? I don't think I will do anything Christmas related. Obviously I don't really pick the theme. I did pick the woodland theme because that was to go with the 500 YouTube subscribers, and Nanine did as a special kit, so I thought it would be nice using that. But yeah, I mean, any of the challenges you can do them in your own theme. I've been kind of just working mine in with what I'm doing or what I've got planned in the future, so I've not, you know, not left with just random ephemera that then I can't do anything with. So I'm thinking it's going to need some more. I'm going to leave those washi tapes out so I can grab them. I don't know if it wants a bit of oh. See, I don't want to cover the whole lot up because, I mean, the background's super. So maybe if I rip this in, oh, I've got a thin piece there actually. If I put that in, like so, let me just rip rip that top so it goes with that. So that could go there. Let's say that could go there. So I think I'll just put something else in. I've got a pile of like scraps at the top here, and then I've got a pile of neutrals there, but I'm not going to drag them into the screen because once I've dragged them in, it's so difficult then to then work around it. So it's better just keeping it off screen. Oh yeah, I think I like that, but I think I'm going to take that up there like that, and then do that. Shall I do it that way? I'm going to do it that side. Am I? Oh, like that. Then shall I just have a bit of this cheekily showing? I don't know if it needs that. No, I like that. I'm just going to put that on. I wasn't thinking that, but that's what it looked nice with. So I think that'll do that one. Oh, I might put a label on before I stick the owl down. So this is packaging from I'm not sure if it's something that I got from your creative studio monthly subscription box, or if it's something from AliExpress, but it's that, you know, packaging what you normally get the stickers in, which always seem to be really lovely background packaging. So that's that. Let's have a look at a label. So if we've got that like so, like that, I like it there. So do I want something? Oh, I quite like that. Yeah, let's think around that. This is one of the newer label kits from Nanine. She's brought out about 3 or 4 different label kits just lately. I think I'm going to pop that there. Yep. I'm not going to put a tab on it because I don't know if I'm going to want a top tab or a side tab. It depends how I'm going to use the piece. I've been doing that for a while now, just not putting a tab on, because, you know, not only have you got all these things, different sizes and shapes and all these different pockets, and then you find that none of the tags actually fit any of the pockets that you've made. And then you're having to make more. And then, you know, you could have put the tab on at the top and you really needed it on the side, and it just makes the pieces even harder to use. So I love that. So that's the first piece. That wasn't too bad, was it? Right, let's just get rid of those bits. What have we got next? I'll keep those labels out. Oh, so I've got this, and it looks as if somebody sent me this for their birthday tag. I do think it was Karen, but I can't remember. So what I thought is I'm going to cut down this side to about there, and then I'm going to cut that bit off and make it into a double pocket. Now I like that it's got the zigzags, so I'm going to do the same with my zigzags. Now this bag isn't very sturdy. I'll put that in my collage. So I am going to back the pocket with something just to give it a bit of stability. But first I'm going to have to glue that side up to make it back into a pocket. Well, not back into a pocket because it, well, I suppose it was a pocket, it was a bag. So it's a kind of pocket. But yeah, just to put a pocket in. So just a thin line down there. Yep. Then I'm not going to stick that on there yet because I'm thinking I'll decorate it first. It's not, oh, that's not very straight. Let me just, I probably need to, I know, I think it's okay. Right, that's that. I think I'm going to have to iron my camera up a minute. Hold on. Okay, that's better. It was a little bit in my face. I'm just going in my bag of leftover card to see if I've got something that'll fit at the back of there, just to make it a bit more sturdy. So that would be fine. And then there's probably enough on there because I'm going to put something at the back of there as well to make it sturdy. So these are normally just off food packaging and things like that. So I'm going to glue this straight onto here. And I suppose then, if I wanted, I wouldn't have to stick the pocket down. It could be a one that you clip on. I don't think that I'll do that with it, but obviously it does give you that option. So I'm just going to get it onto that, like so. Let's hope these scissors go through it because it is quite a thick piece of cord. Try not to go through the bag again. And then I'm going to go across here with the zigzag scissors. Okay, let's make sure that that is actually open. Yeah, and that's still side. So that's made that feel a lot better. Oh, that'll be fine because once it's stuck down. And pop that there, and then I can just cut it off. I don't think it'll make it too thick. What I'll do when I collage it is, you know, only put a couple of sheets on there. It's not to chunk it up too much. Let's just get that on there. Okay, let's bring that from the side a bit. That's that. Let's just, oh well, I can cut it down. I need to be careful because the bag could actually come off the bag, but it'll be fine once I've glued it down. Right, so that's that side. Then I'll go around here. Oh, don't go into the bag. Oh, I've gone into the bag. So, have a look. Yeah, I am. Of course you have. Right, let's okay. Right, I think that's fine. Let's get some lids on. Because we're lidless. Right, I don't know what I actually want to put on there. I'm thinking I might find an image first and then do the papers around the image. So I've got absolutely loads of woodland. Am I a bit... Okay, so I've got loads of woodland things what I've cut out. I've cut them out from books, from kits. Let's think about this back. I'm wondering if one of these lovely frames, which obviously you're only going to see part of it. I don't know the other frames are. I'm not keen on that, and obviously there will be a card there, so you're not going to see too much of it. I think owls look good wherever you put them. Let's have some toadstools. So oh, I've got a bit of fluff stuck to me. Oh, it's still on me. That's that. Very nice. They're flowers from Tina at Shabba Dabba Doo. See, I think they'd go lovely with then a frame at the back. What could I have in the frame? To really separate all these into, you know, like animals and oh, look at that bunny. That's quite sweet. I just feel like it's all the same colour. These frames are from Paper Cameo. She's got a lovely fairy tale kit out. It's quite a new kit. Oh, that's lovely. I'm going to keep that because I might use it on one of the other pieces. So I'm not getting very far, am I? I'm really wanting to use some of the leaves up. But no, I'm not feeling that either. I did like the mushroom there. No. Yeah, I like that. So let's think about papers. Let's put those together. Let's put those over there. So I've got some. I'm wondering what this would look like with. Oh, that would be nice. So I think the back, I am just going to put it one colour. And if I put it in that way, let's cut that bit off. Oh, I feel a bit wooden today. So it's funny how sometimes you just do. Right, let's I'm going to just put some tape down there just to reinforce it a little bit. I think it'll be fine once it's stuck down, but just in case. So this is Framer's tape, and it's quite strong, and I've still not ordered any more. Right, so I think that'll be fine there. So I'm going to cover this with glue. If I put the nozzle on, I am. Or I could have had this as an opening piece, you know, that could have flapped over. I could have backed the back of it, but because it was just on a flimsy bag, I don't think I will. Right, I think that should be fine. So if I get this here and across there, let's just move it across a little bit, just make sure, because then I have to do the least the least cutting then. So I have to get my zigzags back out. I thought, oh, I don't need them again, I'll put those away. Like so. So, ink this. This is a wallpaper from Lorna at TaylorMade Journals. I have her, I think it's grungy wallpapers, and I have set 1 and 2. I'm not sure which set these are from. So that's that. I was going to put the leaves on there, wasn't I? So I think I'll just have it like that. So I'm going to ink just over the top of it, and then I'm thinking it'll disguise all the bits of white. Okay. So hopefully I can just do it with this. If I don't press on it too much, it does seem to come out okay. Yep. So we'll pop that there, and we'll ink over this one. Okay, I'm going to have that like so. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to have that there. Might as well ink around this way. I've got it out. And the mushroom. This mushroom's from that fairy tale kit from Paper Cameo. Right, so that's that. And then we need to find something to go at the front. I'm just going to have a sip of my tea. It looks as if now that pocket's a little bit short, so I think I'll probably just get my trimmer out and just take a smidgen. Well, that, just wondering if that will open the bag back up. Well, I'm still doing it, aren't I? Whatever. Yeah, of course it has. Wally. Yeah, as I did it, I thought, But yeah, it was a little bit too wide. Okay, that's fine. That's it. I'm going to cover this bottom with this printable tea stain paper, and then I think I'm going to just put a bit of the paper on the same as what I've backed the pocket in the same paper. I've cut it in a zigzag, so I'm hoping that it just matches up with that. Look at that. Yeah, that'll be fine. Right, let's cut round this. Do not cut the pocket. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to get this stuck down because there's no need now. So I want to go across this bottom. Might take a bit. Just comes out too minute, doesn't it? It's oh, gosh, honestly, it's hard work. Right, stuff falling everywhere. So that's that. Let's ink around there. So I don't know why I didn't ink across the top of there. And I'm just going to ink this bit because it's quite pale, that bit. Well, that's nice. Right, so we're going to have the mushroom there, aren't we? And then the label there, like so. So I'm just wondering where we could have this paper. Yeah, I like that. Or do we want it down there? Then have that and that. I like that too. Or shall I have it down here because that bit was a bit messy? Yeah, I'm going to do that. So again, I'm going to have to... Oof, I wish I hadn't gone with the zigzag thing. I had to cut the zigzags in about 4 times. Right, so link down there. That can go on there. So cut that down. Yep. Yeah, I like that. Then we're either going to have the mushroom there or the mushroom there, and no. So I'm going to put that exactly there. So I think that can go there. Oh, I like that. So you've actually got a pocket inside, a pocket behind, and a pocket inside. So it's 3 pockets. And then obviously you can just stick it down 3 sides and have a side one. So that's this one. Oof, that's going to take ages, but I'm happy with how it's turned out. So we'll pop that there. Yep. No, lower. Yeah, that's better. Bit higher. Okay, so that's the second piece. Okay, so the third piece, I'm going to cover that and cover that. It's going to be like a side tuck, and then obviously you can keep the back open and have a big card at the back. So, and I've got this little specimen what I'm going to stick over the top and put something underneath. So let's get this back done, and I'm going to use my this is my collage digital, and it is available on my Buy Me a Coffee site. It is free. If you want to buy me a coffee, or you know, a small donation, then that's fine. If you don't, that's fine also, because I have put it on, you know, for you to have. There's 3 different versions of it, so I have put, you know, part 1, 2 and 3 on, and I will be adding to it. I've just not had time, but I made a start. It took me ages to even make a start, so yeah, I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to cut around that. So this is packaging. I think yeah, it was off one of the clear stamps that I'd had. Then I'm gonna stick that on there. That's oh, more fingers and toes. Let's just straighten that a bit. Pretending I can cut straight. Right, I'm going to go over here, and obviously I need to watch the hole, but I want to cover over that. Okay, with the right way, yep. And I'm going to pop that there. Let's just make sure it's at the end. Yeah. Just hold it there a minute, just so it, with it being a bit glossy, it takes a moment to stick. Right, let's cut this bit out. Then I have got some acetate out. I'm just going to put a little bit of acetate in that specimen window. So that's that. Let's ink all around it. I have inked around the digital. Yep. So I want to go down this bit. I mean, yeah, you can see me okay. I feel like I'm sitting at an angle, and what it is my bins fall to the right of me, and then I've got a box to the left of me, which is Happy Mail and things. And yeah, I need to do the video opening it to get some space under my desk. So I feel like I'm at all a bit of a funny angle. So I've got some acetate. I've just ordered some more of this. I didn't realise that I'd nearly finished it. So it's quite expensive, acetate is. I just tend to buy 10 sheets, but I mean it's lasted me a year, and I do use it, you know, very regularly. So it's not too expensive when you think that probably I need to buy it once a year. So, and that is in my Amazon favourites. I think that's under paper and things as well. Right, so just cut this out. Then we'll pick an image to go at the back of it. I did stamp those another time. I don't know if I did it in a vlog video or not. But I think I was trying out the Tim Holtz stamps. I must have a session of sitting stamping on things again. Because I do find if they're already done, it's just easier. Right, let's find something to go underneath that. So that's that. I don't need those scissors anymore. Let's have a look at this. Oh, that's lovely. So I'm going to ink around this. These are from Honey Puddle on Etsy. nice. So let's find out exactly. So I think if I just put a little bit of glue here, like so, I could get it into position like that, and then I'm going to put it on with the 3-in-1, and I'll go around the edge. Like so. And we'll just pop that on there. I did menorah about should I make it into a little pocket and stuff, but I thought no, I'll just have it as a decorative piece. So that's that. Yes, I like that. So we want to glue this down. So just going to do it quite thick because it is quite heavy card. Okay, that should be plenty. Hold it there. And do I want anything else on here? Oh, I think I'll have that just going like that. Because obviously there'll be a journal card in there. Let's put that on with a clout. Yeah. To turn that nozzle down again. So that like so. Do we want a word or anything? I don't know if I've got any. Well, I have, but I don't know where they are. Oh, sorry, my chair. They're down here. In fact, I've just seen one what says fern on. So I'm going to have that there. Those words are from Honey Puddle as well. And these are her grungy forest ones. And she's just had some fairy ones, which are very nice. So that's that. And I'm going to pop that just there. So that's another piece. I like that. That was a pretty quick one. Right, I've got this envelope. I think this probably came from your creative studio. So I'm thinking I'll do it as a, you know, one of those. So I'm going to cut that, and I'm I am going to cover the back up in this, because I might as well use it. So I'm just going to put a thin, yep, because I want to use the inside as a pocket. I don't know if I want it as a side or as a top actually, so I'll look once I've done it. You know, sometimes I just cannot do it straight. And then I'm going to fill in with a clout because it's just quicker. Let's try and get around these edges. Right, that should be fine. Let's pop that on. Make sure it's butt up to that. Let's just bring that down a little bit. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, I think that's fine. Right, scissors. sorry if I'm off off screen. My eyes aren't working very well today. I've got my glasses on, but I still feel like everything's quite far away, so I'm having to put everything quite close to me, to my face. And I've got my newest one, you know, like my current prescription, because sometimes I have to check that I've not put my old ones on. Right, so that's the back. I think I'm going to cover the front in it as well, because I'm going to put this over the top, but you're still going to see behind it. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll go. Have I turned this off now? Yeah. I'll say I go from it pluthering out to, yeah, that's pretty good at that. Because then I can get around the edges a lot better. So yeah, I think you're best twisting it off and then just opening it very, very, you know, slowly. I think that's the word that I'm looking for. Right, so that's that. Okay, so we'll ink all around that. Like so. Now I think I'm going to stencil on there. Shall I? Let's think what we're going to put on there. On that, I mean, I like that there, but I don't know if it will stop it too much. Oh, that's nice there. So yeah, I am going to stencil because I think it just needs something else. Do I want a little? Oh yes, that's good. So I'll put that there. Yes, I think I'll do that. Right, let me stencil it. Right, I've just done it with this tree one. This was just a cheap one I bought. I only used it once and it snapped. I think Tim Holtz does one of these, but then when I looked on UK Amazon, I couldn't find it. So I just bought this in the meantime. But yeah, sometimes it's just not worth bothering, is it? So I'm gonna ink all around the sides. Like so. Then I'm going to stick this down onto the envelope. I think I might make that into it. Yeah, I'm going to do it into a side one. So I'm going to trim that off, ink that back up and stick that on. Okay, so I've stuck that on. Just put this tag in. That was pretty handy. This is from one of the like label kits from Nanina College type. I'm going to say they are ideal to use as like cluster bases. So if we put that on, then that. So if I do that right at the edge, probably middle edge. I keep pausing because I want to try and get these pieces done, and yeah, obviously time keeps ticking, so if I just pause out some of it, because I can't edit it. Well, I mean, I say I can't edit, I've not really looked, and To be honest, you know, I've not really got time to sit there, because you know, you could do an hour video and it would take you a couple of hours to edit it. I think it would make it into a real big faff, and I think I would not want to do as many videos because it would seem like hard work. So that's that piece. I have opened it at the side, so you've got a side tuck there, your little pocket there, and that, and it flips out. I've not covered that, but I shall probably, whatever I stick it to, and then if your page goes over the top of it kind of thing, it'd be covered over anyway. Okay, so I've got this piece of embossed, and I bought some leaves, some die cut leaves from eBay, and the lady kind of puts it on these backgrounds, which is very nice, and then obviously you can use the pieces. So I was thinking if I just rub over with the ink just to make it come out a little bit more, and then I'm going to cut it in half and I'm going to back it onto something, and these are going to be small journal cards. So I'll do that part off camera, and then we'll come back and just stick something to it. I don't think I'll put any collage on it. I think I'll just have this background. Okay, so I've got these two cards, and they've come out a nice nice size. So I don't know. It's just going to be a case of, I think that'll be, oh, I don't know. I don't know if that'll be too small. That's because I got that frame up now, it's just a bit too big. I've got this lovely red tray. No, I don't think that's right. No, I might put a leaf on it and then put have I got any like quotes? Need some actual nature quotes. I would say I'd got one from Susan Taylor Brown, but I felt that they was all too big, and then the rest are all too small, like that, all through the woods. Yeah, so we'll do that. See, that's got a missing leaf and it looks a bit funny. I really fancy leaves. Yes, it's me. I don't think I've got any more. Oh, she says. The bottom of this one. No. Don't know. Maybe a little bit too big. Oh, look at those ones. Yeah, I like those. So I'm going to ink all around them and get those stuck down. Okay, so that's those two done. I've just put the words on top of some paper, some like wrapping paper. So that's those, and they've been backed. So they're lovely. Okay, so I've got these pieces next. One is a little envelope, one is part of an envelope. So I'm going to attach that to that, open that up, and then that will be a pocket. And then I've got this out my stash, what's going to go there. So first I'm going to cover the back and front, cover the front. I'm not going to cover the back, and then I'm going to stick that in and stick it up. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm thinking I might as well use this up. So cover all this with glue. Let's turn it up a little bit more. I think this envelope came from some order, so that's going to open that way, isn't it? Yeah, doesn't really matter anyway because it's a collage sheet. So just move that there. Oops. Move it there. Okay, let's cut round there. Trim down here without going into the envelope. Right, ink all around there. That don't really look straight. I don't think the envelope's actually straight anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's ink it around because it just softens the harshness of the square, I think. Right, so that's going to pop in there. So I want to cover this, and I'm going to open that up onto. So I need to just glue down this bit. I think this is a handmade envelope. I think that's probably why it's just a little bit wonky. So that should close that up. So I'm going to cover the back. Okay, so I've covered the front of that, and I've stuck that down. So, oh, and I've opened that up, and I've put some digital tea stained paper. So I'm going to put glue down here and put that flap in like so. Just make sure it's straight. Yeah, that's fine. And then I need to glue this on. I didn't realise that it's actually a little bit shorter, which is fine. Like I say, that that'll be stuck down anyway. I think that's a little bit wonky, so I'll just cut that off. So let's just stick a bit of something on the front. I found this forest out. I think I'm going to put it on a bit of this paper. That fit? Oh yeah, that's lovely. So link around that. So that goes there, and then obviously you can put all little tickets and things in there. I'll put that there. So that's that bit. You can turn it over, you can have that for writing. What can we have inside? Shall we have? Oh, that's a bit too pale. Yeah, that would be nice. Poking out. shall we have a label? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. This is from Nanny's label kit. These are full size. I've not printed them out yet to a page and stuff. I want to see what they all look like big first. I was going to make some woodland clusters, but I've not got round to it. So that can go there, and then that there, and that's that piece. So we've got one piece left to make. So I'm going to pause again and get myself organised. So we've got this piece. All I've done is drawn around it, and I'm going to take the window out. So just zoom around here. Yeah. Maybe not zoom. Too bad. Right, ink around that. Like so. I think I did it to go that way. So I'm going to stick that on first. If it doesn't fit properly, I can always fill it in with washi and whatever, another piece of paper. Let's get all around this circle. Okay, pop that on. Let's just make sure the circle's right, and then everything else can be filled in. Right, I'm gonna leave that a bit before I try and fold it. So I'm definitely going to want some washi tape around that bit. So let's have a look what we've got. Use some of this off this card what Bianca sent. So gonna have to go to the door. Can't remember what I ordered. Oh, I can. Right, so that's that bit across there. And then I hate it when they knock on the door. I've got a note saying where to leave it. It's like majority of them, you know, they just leave it. And the thing is, when it's from Amazon, like, you know that it's coming. I mean, I've got an Alexa, so she, you know, makes a noise and email you, and it's not like you're not going to realise that it's coming today. So that's that. Then I'm going to do the same with this piece of paper. Again, it's not going to fit, but I can just patch it up. So I'm just going to draw that round and cut it out. Okay, I've just covered the outside. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this. I don't know if I'm going to seal it up and it be a journal card, if I'm going to stick it to something and just have it as an opening piece. I had got some acetate out and I was thinking of putting a window in, but yeah, I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with it. I mean, I've been putting some images behind it. I like that. It's going to be too thick to see. Really, I could do it covering covering that. So I'm going to leave it at that for today, because yeah, we're reaching that hour, and it takes forever to upload. So I'm going before it does. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon. Bye.